Okay, hello, you silver psycho. So, silver futures, 1 month chart going back to 1970. Just the chartist was going to start looking like this, and any chartist will see just from here alone that it's in a really good spot for continued move into areas of very little resistance, right? So, if I'm just looking at this chart alone without even thinking about the fundamentals yet, and we'll talk about that momentarily, but the next, obviously, we're going to run into trouble here no matter what. That's just what it seems. It could blast through, but I would expect chop in here as it makes its way through. Great look, and that's just a quick monthly. So we're going to zoom in to the weekly here. And so some people, I'm just calling this honestly an equilibrium. That's kind of what I'm calling it right now. So there's going to be people who are going to be saying, "Oh, we've got the inverse head and shoulders look going on here," and I get it, absolutely get it. Right? It's a great looking pattern, ready to go. So what's the measured move? So mathematically wise, let's just say 18. And what do we got up here? 30. So $12. So if you do this measured move, you're supposed to get somewhere up to the 42 area. So we don't even have to get crazy here, right? So there's a line at around that 42 area. And then, I'll zoom out a little bit and see, does it affect anything? Yeah, I mean, that was that top over here. Reasonable, I guess. That's what this measured move would be. Is it getting there like lickety split? Is it ever getting there? I don't know, but that's what this chart pattern would imply, that 12-hour move. Um, I have no idea. I do like what I'm seeing as far as the setup is concerned. Resistance really does wane. We do have some chop here. There's going to be a lot of price action through here that's going to get chopping around, and it would be my guess. It is coming in to this level that it could break out of this EQ, and it's not that hot. There's plenty of room on the monthly. And if you look at the silver monthly chart, and you're someone who thinks about RSI, well, there's plenty of room because historical RSI, it gets up well above. What do I have it at? It's 80. It gets well above 80 often. So I'm not going to sit here and say, oh, well, the RSI is hot. No, it doesn't. Historical RSI says it's got a lot of room to make the move. So there's just another point in the favor of at some point getting through 30. Now we've seen 30 reject a couple times over the past couple of years, right? So that in of itself is going to be a big level. And look at the volume in the summer of 2020 trying to get it up through 30, and it just couldn't do it. Look at the volume here trying to get it up through 30. It couldn't do it. We're testing it again this month. So, basically a quad top up here on the monthly. So it's got to get through. Would not be surprised if there's a rejection. So then when I'm looking at something like this, I'm going, all right, what does the daily look like? And the daily's coming in a little hot, but does that mean anything RSI wise historically? No, same deal, right? So there's plenty of instances where the RSI can get a lot harder than this. So another point in the favor of trying to make this break. And now we do have the fundamental backdrop of the monetary policy and the inflationary policy and the rate cycle and all those things. So they're falling in. So fundamentals and technicals are lining up really, really well for the precious metals. You have copper breaking out to new all-time highs. Gold making its move to at its all-time highs. If you look at it in that respect, silver's lagging. Silver is actually lagging. So I would keep an eye on it. I've been watching and scalping this 12-hour chart. It's been pretty good. So for me, full bull control says a 12-hour chart. The 12-hour EMA holds Where's the 12-hour EMA now? It's in this all this price action area. So I'll be interested to be taking long positions in future contracts when we get down to this 12 EMA uh, on this 12-hour chart. But this Fibonacci retracement again, we're trying to figure out targets right now. So here's this pole on this last true pivot here. Perfect bounce off of the golden pocket. So then I'm just looking, where is the extension on there, right? So the golden pocket of Fib Trader will say, okay, well, we bounced off the 61% retracement. The target area is the 61% extension. I look at it this way: that Fib trade measurement is going to get front run, just like the weekly head and shoulders could likely get front run, but they're all leading to the number like around 35, 32 to 35. Where's the price action on those areas? Up in here in this chop range where there's some volume profile. So that's the target. It could take a year to get there. It could take 3 weeks for all I know. I have no idea. But that's what I'm looking at with silver. That's the way I'm playing it. For now, I am scalping silver contracts. I hold a decent sized position in SILJ, and I will start now building a position in PSLV most likely, and then I might do some trade around the core swings with AGQ, which is the 2X. And if I'm feeling frisky, I'll short it with ZSL. That's the way I'm playing silver. A quick look at the miners to see what they look like, and it's the same looking chart, right, as the silver futures chart. So it's just trying to push its way out of this long-standing EQ, and we could draw this pattern over and over with just about every silver ETF and the futures. So, I mean, that's wrong. I hit the wrong thing. That's what they look like. They all kind of look the same in this regard. So, uh, weekly just breaking out of its EQ. Wouldn't be surprised for a back test there. SILJ, same exact look, right? They just coming out of its EQ. Wouldn't be surprised for a back test there. What's it, SLV, which is not a fan, but whatever. Looks a lot like the silver chart, the futures chart, as it should, right? So these multiple tops testing. There's another. What is that? There's an index fund. Let me just see if I find it. Yeah, you got this one too. All right, miners index fund. So yeah, they're all just testing these multi tops that they've been testing for a long time. That is silver. I am targeting. I got in my head now a target of like the 32 to like 35 range. Uh, that would be a good intermediate target as far as I'm concerned. And I'm going to position for that. I'm going to try to position for that. I believe that I will see a back test of some sort, maybe into this 12 EMA. I'm hoping, absolutely hoping. Otherwise, I'll just take it as it comes. But that's silver. Silver looks fantastic. Lagging gold, lagging copper. Let's just make sure I'm right on that. Let's just make sure I'm right on the lag. Yep. Yeah. So copper all-time highs. Little rejection, obviously, but that's fine. Next to 100% positive. I don't even know why I'm doing this, but I will. Gold, same deal, right? So, silver's the laggard. Silver's testing this multi top for 4 years. Resistance wanes here for a good sustained move, possibly. I have a target which is 32 to 35. I like to play looking for back tests of any sort, dips of any sort to be buying, in my opinion. Over and out.